So I was trying to teach Gino about money. I got a whole bunch of money here. He's got his new piggy bank. Well, it's actually on Elise's piggy bank, but he's using it right now. And I had $1, a $5, $1, a $2, a $5, a penny, quarter, nickel, all lined up. We were trying to do the math, but Gino doesn't want to do the math with me. He doesn't want to do math with me. We were doing Bumblebee University. This is, by the way, day 14 of the quarantine. I've been doing Bumblebee University, trying to do it 5 days a week. It's very hard. I didn't realize how much credit I should be giving teachers, but they are amazing. They teach our children. They go out of their way to make our kids feel comfortable at school. And it's a major challenge. Especially going from a different occupation to teaching. We're just not used to that kind of stuff. We are not prepared as parents to take on that duty ourselves. So anyway, I was trying to teach Gino with pennies and nickels and dimes and quarters and dollars, $2 and $5 to break down the math. And I just want to say that I understand why parents don't dedicate that extra time to teaching their kids, because the resistance that you get from kids, what you're hoping for is like, Dad, I want to learn. Dad, I know this is so unpractical. After going through this process, not even impractical, it's impossible. No kid's coming up to you and saying, hey, I want to learn, teach me more. And if you do have a kid like that, God bless you, because that's an amazing thing that your child cares about education at such a young age and appreciates and sees the value in education. But for most parents, that's not going to be the case. You need to find fun activities in the meantime to coax children into wanting to learn, which is harder to do if you're less experienced and don't have, resources, but mainly the creativity to want to do that or to think about different ideas on how to do it. And the patience, which is probably the number one most important thing, is having the patience to be able to convince the students on learning and kind of massage the learning skills with fun at the same time, so they don't really understand that they're not just learning, but they're having fun. They don't know it's just school. Like, hey, come over here, kid, I'm gonna teach you this. And that obviously doesn't work. I've tried it, and no kid is gonna be like, sure, let me learn over here. Huh? Anyway, so we were doing the nickels and dimes and quarters and pennies, and I was getting zero attention from my son. He wants all these prizes and gifts and everything, but when it comes to actually learning, he just doesn't want to do it. And I understand. I'm not a great teacher. I have the knowledge in my head, but to deliver it to another person, it's not as easy as it looks, right?
Hey, I only have one.
And I just wanted to tell my future self and my son in the future, when he says, Dad, you never sat down with me, you never taught me, I'm going to try my best throughout the next 15 to 25 to 35 to 45 to 55 years of his life. But at the same time, you can't force people that don't want to do something. And the best you can do is find constructive and creative ways to do it. But it's very difficult to make somebody do something they don't want to do, whether it's a 5-year-old kid or a 80-year-old man. It doesn't matter. If somebody does not want to do something, it's a challenge and it's an uphill battle. And you have to really love that person to make the effort to find a way to pass that information, knowledge, and experience on to somebody else that isn't really willing to take that information